You know, when we think about who's gonna win the Euros, we think about the same few countries. Germany, France, Holland, Italy, hell, even England gets talked about as a contender sometimes. And I know sometimes we have a surprise package here and there. I mean, we all remember what happened in Euro 2004 with Greece winning it. But at least Greece was qualified in the tournament. But what if I told you the hero of our story didn't even qualify to the tournament in the first place? I think by now you have an idea of who we're talking about. And for those who don't, we're talking about the miracle of Denmark in Euro 92. But the question is, what makes the story of Denmark in 92 so special to us? Well, stick around to find out. Right, so forget Greece in 2004. Denmark are the real kings of the underdog story in the Euros. Let's go all the way back to 1992. Denmark failed to qualify for Euro 92 because they finished behind Yugoslavia. Having accepted their fate, some of the players packed their bags and booked their holidays. They thought they'd be watching the Euros with a popcorn at the comfort of their home. But then, Yugoslavia was banned from the Euros because they had a little bit of problem to sort out. And by a little problem, I mean a full-blown civil war. Denmark wasn't even supposed to be in the tournament, but were invited to replace Yugoslavia in Euro 92. In a group against France, England, and Sweden, who were the tournament hosts at the time, no one really fancied Denmark's chances to go through. Not only they didn't initially qualify for the tournament, the team didn't even have their star player and captain Michael Laudrup. So if you didn't fancy Denmark back then, well, I wouldn't blame you, because guess what? Even their captain rated Denmark's chances of success so low that he practically stayed on holiday, a decision he probably regrets to this day. And before we talk about what happened to Denmark in Euro 92, don't forget to leave a like or comment. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm as a lot of time goes into making these videos. So, in a group that contained France, England, and the host Sweden, you'd be forgiven not to give Denmark a chance. Honestly, the odds were against them. They were without their captain, Michael Laudrup, and only had 1 week to prepare for the tournament. You know, it was so last minute that the team was literally dragged out of their vacation to participate in the Euros. At the time, the tournament had 8 teams only, where they divided into 2 groups of 4. Yep, it was a simpler time back then. But somehow, Denmark made it to the semi-final. Remember, Denmark wasn't even supposed to be in the tournament. And against all odds, they beat the defending champions Netherlands on penalties to reach the final. For context, the Netherlands team had legends like Ruud Gullit, Rijkaard, and Marco van Basten in their team. So yeah, in case you didn't get the idea, it's been David versus Goliath so far. But if beating European defending champion wasn't big enough, they had to beat the World Cup champion in the final. Germany were the opponents in the final, and let me tell ya, they really fancied their chances of lifting the trophy. Denmark went to the final feeling like they had nothing to lose, but they defied the odds by lifting the trophy after a 2-0 victory. And against all odds, Denmark were the champions of Europe. Out of the 8 teams in the tournament, it was the unfancied Denmark who ended up going all the way. By the way, many of us younger folks don't remember this. But back in the day, goalkeepers were allowed to pick up the ball if one of their teammates passed it to them. And how does this relate to Denmark at the Euro 92? Well, the Danish team abused the living hell out of that rule, to the point that many people believe that Denmark won the tournament by abusing the back pass rule over and over again. You can still see the videos of how goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel and his teammates cynically run down the clock by wasting as much time as possible. And it was after this match that the back pass rule was implemented. The back pass rule was pending an approval before the tournament, but not fast enough to be approved in time for Euro 92. Which begs the question, would Denmark win the Euro 92 if the back pass rule was approved in time for the start of the tournament? I guess we'll never know, but one thing is certain. The story of Denmark's victory against all odds in Euro 92 was nothing short of a miracle. So, what do you think about Denmark's Euro 92 campaign? Personally, I love digging in these kind of stories because, let's face it, football is far more than 22 people just kicking a ball. There are countless stories within the beautiful game, which is why I started this channel to tell stories like this in the way that I do. I hope you found an appreciation for one of the most iconic football moments in history. Is there a football story that you'd like me to cover in a video? Let me know in the comment section below, but be nice to each other. I'm Football Drawn, and I like to tell football stories with comic and drawings. If you enjoyed this video, check out the rest of the channel as well.